So a very special welcome to everyone joining us on this call. Welcome to the High Ticket Wealth System. My name is Solomon James and I will be your anchor for the next few minutes. I will encourage you to put out all forms of distractions and just stay focused because what you are about to hear has the capacity to change and transform your life. But before we begin, I'd like to put out this disclaimer that before beginning any practice relating to health, diet, or hydration, we highly recommend that you first obtain the consent and advice of a licensed healthcare professional. The information contained herein is not intended to replace a one-on-one relationship with your doctor or a qualified healthcare professional. Please do note that the information shared here is for informational and educational purposes only. The presenters encourage you to make your own healthcare decisions based upon your research and in partnership with a qualified healthcare professional. As you know, you and only you will be responsible if you choose to do anything based on what you get to hear from this call tonight, or depending on the time you get to be watching this. With that taken out of the way, let's begin. It's no longer news that you must be looking for opportunities to increase your family's prosperity, because as we look across the globe, we are in what the Bible will call perilous times. You do not need to limit yourself. You owe yourself the honor and the duty to make sure you keep looking for ways to enhance and increase your family's prosperity. But while we consider that, there is a perfect storm forming with the push and the boundaries of technology keeps increasing. AI and all the techs are here to stay, make life better and probably damage some if you don't pay attention to how it works. That we see the economy ventilating, whether you're in Africa, you're in Europe, you're in America, wherever you are in the world, the economy is ventilating. So do not think it's because you are African before things get tough for you. Out there, people are still looking for help. We have the churning out of lots of baby boomers right now. All of this is for a convergence. Putting into perspective the Generation X, Generation Y, and the Generation Z, everyone is coming to a common point. We have a rising middle class that are actually bitter right now because it seems to be in the middle class, seems things are not working out, but it seems this is working as a trend. Well, how do we capitalize on these global trends? What we'll be discussing tonight is the solution to these challenges or these concerns. What we'll be talking about tonight is the water industry. Estimated value of about 551.2 billion US dollars as projected for 2033. The market size, as at last year, 2024, the global bottled water market was valued at approximately 348.64 billion. Projection again suggests continued growth, with estimates reaching up to 551.2 billion by the year 2033. Now, this is reflecting a compound annual growth rate of around 5.3 to 7.0 during the forecasted period. Now, I know you are not an accountant, you don't like statistics, but just hold on. All of this will be making sense, why you've got to be paying attention to the statistics and data. Let's talk about the bottled water market. About 400 billion liters of bottled water are sold each year. Some of the key players in this industry are Nestle, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, and even Fiji Waters. Key shareholder, it's unlikely that you will ever be able to take advantage of the growth of the bottled water industry. But that's very okay because the market is changing fast. Number one, consumers are becoming increasingly health conscious and are actively seeking out alternative ways to get healthier. Now, after evaluating 18 bottled water products, one study found nearly 25,000 chemicals in the water. Frightening, you might say. Number two, consumers have grown more aware of their environmental impact, and the production and disposal of plastic bottles is damaging to our planet and our ecosystem. Now, those of us in Nigeria, those of us in Lagos, you already know that the Lagos law banning single-use plastic has gone into effect this month of July. So all of this is expected to hinder market growth. But hold on, change brings opportunity. Successful people understand that in order to become wealthy, they must first identify and understand trends and market cycles. In other words, you must keep up with trends and watch out for the next big thing. In every market cycle, early adopters of cutting-edge technology always come out on top. So what's the next big thing I hear you asking beneath your breath? Well, I'm glad you asked, because the next big thing is water ionizer. It is the next big thing. According to Market Watch, the global water ionizer market size was valued at $2.31 billion in 2021. And this is expected to expand, reaching $3.46 billion by the year 2027. That's a growing market you've got to tap into. Digital Journal also stated that the global alkaline ionizer market size is estimated to be worth $1.33 billion in 2021 and is forecasted to be worth $1.75 billion by 2028. So both are actually saying there is something that is growing that you've got to be a part of. And you can get in on this. Well, our preferred product is currently only at a 3% market penetration. And if you understand market growth, you understand what this means. What are we talking about? We are talking about the premium product of Enagic Kangen water ionizer. Now, this company has been around for 51 years. Just about 3 weeks ago, the company celebrated its 51st anniversary in the US. And thankfully, Monica, who had joined us today, was at that meeting, because I knew when we were on the flight going there. I was talking with Dr. Morua, who was also, look, are you coming? I'm on the plane, I'm going. And they kept sharing videos and things happening at the meeting. So we are talking about a 51-year-old company, not something that was launched last year, not something that is trying to have trial or error. Then you are in safe hands. Let's talk about the company, because since 1974, Enagic International has been the leader in manufacturing water ionizer systems, which filters water through electrolysis. This produces super hydrating, alkaline, antioxidant, and hydrogen-rich drinking water. Understand the home country of this device is Japan. So this Japan-based company uses independent distributors such as you and I to distribute millions of Kangen water machines to homes, businesses, and hospitals all over the world. And they have a super compensation reward for people who choose to take that up. Currently, with presence in 28 countries and 43 locations, Enagic is truly international. What gladdens our heart in this part of the world is that they have a representation in Africa, which is Nigeria. Nigeria is the only country in Africa with an office. It's not a franchise, it is the company's domicile operation base in Africa. So if you are in Nigeria, congratulations. If you're in Africa, congratulations. So with 28 countries, 43 locations, they are spreading. Now, this is the Nigerian office, officially opened May 10, 2023. And from here, operations are kicking off every day and helping people change their water and change their life. Now, Enagic is a Japanese company that manufactures medical-grade Kangen water machines. Again, like I always say, Enagic is not into the sales of water. Enagic does not sell water. Enagic manufactures medical-grade Kangen water machines which provide healthy therapeutic water for our everyday use. The word Kangen is a Japanese word. It simply means return to origin. It simply means back to origin. So when you hear us say Kangen water, we are basically referencing a type of water that helps the human body to reset. Again, let's talk about this premium product by Enagic, our Kangen water ionizers, because we have a couple of suits of this product. And as a matter of fact, a new model was launched during the 50, was unveiled and revealed during the 51st anniversary. And the information reaching us tonight or today, for those of us in Nigeria, when we run out of a model I'll be talking about shortly, it will be replaced by the new model. So please pay attention to what we're about to say. It is not just a machine, it's not just a water filter. It is a medical device endorsed by the Japanese Ministry of Health as a medical device. Also endorsed by the International Standard Organization with the ISO 13485. You may do well to Google it up. This ISO certification is only given to medical devices. So anybody can come and tell you that they have things similar to the Enagic Kangen water devices. Oh, we clean water too. We separate water. We produce this. The question will be, is your device a medical device? If they cannot answer that with some affirmity, then basically it's not the same thing. Anybody can count money. That does not make everybody an accountant. So know the difference. Let's talk about the level of K8, which is a high-end distinguished product. Now, this is Enagic's premium product with 8 platinum dipped solid titanium plates, 560 square inch of ionization surface. And somebody will say, why does that matter? Because the process which you are going to find out, it uses the process called electrolysis. So with this space, it increases the ionization, making it fast and more quality. Now, this machine is programmed to clean itself after each use. Very intuitive, interactive, HD touch panels, just like your phone, your iPhone, you use your finger, you touch the panel, and you can choose what you want. It speaks 8 different languages with a portable, which is very portable also, accepts all types of electrical power. So whether you are playing with a 110 voltage or you are in a region of the world where we play 220 to 240, this particular device will rotate and function effectively. So basically, it is the traveler's kit, because whichever region of the world you travel to, you can just plug it in without any external adapter. Very intelligent filter chip tracking your water usage, telling you when to change your filter, tell you when to do things. This is a must-have to experience. That's our level of K8. But then we have the SD501, which again, the information reaching us today is the fact that once the stock they have in Nigeria finishes, this will no longer be in production. This information was sent out today. The SD501, once the branch, the Nigerian branch, exhaust what they currently have, they will not be restocking the SD501. It will be restocked with the SD501 DX. It's the new model that was unveiled at the 51st anniversary. Now, because a lot of people like the SD501, but again, they want the touch screen. They want the global energy adapter that you can just move anywhere you plug and all of that. So you've got to see it. Probably on our next call, we'll show you the features and the benefits of the new SD501 DX that will be replacing the SD501. But while that is coming, now how soon will that come upfront, we do not know, because they can't bring it in until it clears through the Standard Organization of Nigeria, and they need to have that certification and all of that. But I'll make that finding, and hopefully on our next call, we'll be giving you an update as to when it will be coming, possible pricing, and all of those, because it's something you want to lay your hand on. But let's talk about the SD501. The SD501 is a state-of-the-art technology, basically producing 5 types of water. It helps us to dispense what we call Kangen water, clean water, beauty water, strong Kangen, and strong acidic. So here we have 5 types of water. But of these 5 types of water, we have 7 pH range to choose from. Your drinking range is 8.5, 9, 9.5. The beautiful thing about this device is you can customize the pH of the water you want to experience. So somebody said to me, but I have a water filter. I said, how many pH of the water can it produce? He said, well, at least it gets it to 7, it's neutral. I said, then we are not saying the same thing because I can customize my water with this device. We have our clean water, a pH of 7, your beauty water, which is 5.5, your strong Kangen water, 11.5, and your strong acidic water, 2.5. So you have one device producing 5 types of water with 7 types of pH. Now, that being said, let's get in and tell you about what this is all about. Now, those of us that listen to news, they'll give us the headline and they'll now say, now the news. So let's get into the news proper. Now, remember I said that this device produces 5 types of water. So with these 5 types of water, one of it is the 2.5 pH, strong acidic water. Now, this water serves as a disinfectant, electrolytes hypochlorous acid. It kills viruses, it kills bacteria. It can be used for sterilizing and sanitizing, skin rash, and all of those. It's very, very potent, used in many hospitals across the world because of the effect that it has in killing bacteria, killing viruses, sterilizing, sanitizing, and multiple use cases, which you'll see us talk about. That's the 2.5. So why do I need to go and buy a jig or other product that you use for your sanitizing and all of that, when from the same device, I can get my 2.5 and make those happen? That's one use case. The same device brings out what we call the beauty water. The beauty water is between 4.5 to 5.5. Go online, Google, and check the pH of the human skin. It falls within that range. And the beauty water serves as a toner and astringent. Now, this slightly acidic water is recognized for its astringent effect. It's terrific to use for gentle cleaning and beauty care. Some of us have seen how the texture of our skin changes within a minute. Very supple, becoming fresh, and all of those. You bathe with the water, you do a lot of things with the water, and much more. This same device produces a pH of 7, which is our clean water, used for baby formulas and medications. Now, we strongly recommend that you do not take your medications with Kangen water, that you take your medications with your clean water. And why will that be the case? Because our Kangen water is one of the property is that it is microcluster. It simply means it gets into the body very fast. Within 10 to 30 seconds, the water is hitting your cellular level. Now, most medical drugs need to go into the body as slow release. And when you use your Kangen water, it will pull those drugs very fast to your body. Some people might react negatively to that. So it's safer. You take your medication with your clean water. So your baby formulas can also be prepared with the pH of 7 coming out from the machine. Free from chlorine, rust, cloudiness, neutral water, and it's a very delicious drinking water. Then we talk about our Kangen range of water, which is the drinking range, which is the 8.5, 9, 9.5. Remember I said you can customize your water. This is where that can be done. But first, your Kangen water, again, can be used for drinking and cooking water, right? So you can cook your beans. Now, you've got some of us that like your beans. I mean, cooking your beans, boiling your beans, or going or whatever. Try that with Kangen water, and you see how fast it gets molten. What does that mean? It's also saving you gas and all of that. This hydrogen-rich water works to restore your body to a more alkaline state, which is optimal for good health. Now, this water promotes better sleep because when you drink your Kangen water, it releases melatonin to the brain, which helps the brain to actually induce you to get that sleep, better sleep that you need for your body to repair itself. So more energy and weight loss. Many persons on this call, how many of us on this call? I mean, probably let me just take a survey. you drank Kangen water and you slept better, and you also woke up with much energy. If you've had that experience, please give me a 2 on the chart. Type 2 on the chart. Let me know you are following. By drinking Kangen water, you just had better sleep. Okay, now it's coming in. It's coming in. This cannot be fake. These are people's story. Okay. Yeah, thank you, Monica. That's the multiple too. Zemama too is having that same. Ishaku is having the same. You cannot drink Kangen water and don't have this experience. Better sleep, energy, and people are glad about that. Now, we're still talking about the Kangen water because it helps to flush the body of acidic waste and toxins. Even when we sleep, when we wake up, the body is releasing waste and toxins. And with your Kangen water, you help to flush it. This deeply hydrates the body at the cellular level. Now, we don't have much time, otherwise we'll go back to our biology, because you understand your cell is a smaller unit of the body. From the cell, you have the tissue, you have the organ, you have the system, you have the man. If you truly want to change the man, you must impact the cell. And this water is hitting the cellular level. Remember, it's also microcluster. In seconds, people are seeing the effect. Deeply hydrates the body at that cellular level, allows for increased immunity against diseases, which is one of the beautiful effects some of us get to experience drinking the Kangen water. The frequency of going to the restroom, it begins to detox you, flushes those toxins and all of those, and your body begins to get back in shape. And then we have also not just the 8.5, 9.5, we have the pH of 11.5. This is strong alkaline water. It serves as emulsifier. I mean, in breaking down oil and all of those. It removes pesticides, herbicides, germicides, and all the sides from our fruits and our vegetables. This particular water cleans greasy surface. You can even use it for laundry detergents. Okay, we'll be coming back to this because for people who perhaps have things like cancer, stroke, and all of those, they've recorded lots of testimony by using this water. We'll touch that shortly. Now, this is Dr. Otto Warburg, the man that discovered the real cause of cancer back in 1923, a Nobel Prize winner in 1931. In his work, The Metabolism of Tumors, he demonstrated that all forms of cancers are characterized by two basic conditions, acidosis and hypoxia. Now, today, you know, we are acidifying our body at a Promax level. It's becoming a form of fashion to acidify our body. How do we show we've arrived? Check the table of what we eat, what we drink, a lot of acidic things. We do not know the damage and the danger of this. Now, we know that cancerous tissues are acidic and healthy tissues are alkaline. As also established by Dr. Warburg, diseases thrive in acidic environment. They don't survive under alkaline environment. This is the reason why your body needs to get into that premium level of alkalinity with the Kangen water. Now, like I always say, we are born alkaline. Pick up any newborn baby, smell them, they smell alkaline. Drop the baby, walk into the old people's ward. From the corridor, you perceive the choking acidic smell. Why we are becoming more acidic also with our lifestyle. So the part of what the Kangen water does is to help your body to restore into a premium state where the body begins to repair itself. A lot of doctors are talking about this water in practically all fields of medicine, and a lot of books have also been written, which we recommend you get some of these books. Change Your Water, Change Your Life is the Bible of this project. You just got to read that book and you think you are in one spiritual campground or something. The kind of testimonies recorded there, which again for me, we don't even need those testimonies because we have multiple of these every day shared across our various states and places where meetings are held and where people are experiencing this water. But this is one that is of concern to me. It's written by Dr. Bob Wright, founder of the American Anti-Cancer Institute. Dr. Bob Wright wrote this book 21 years ago, Killing Cancer, Not People. In his view, cancer is bad, but what is worse than cancer is chemo and radiation, of which, hey, many people, based on what they know, are using that to support and all of that. Somebody came visiting my facility yesterday because somebody had, I think, thank you, Ishaku Wilson, the person you spoke to. Actually, I spoke with the person and the person sent somebody down. I mean, they keep going through the chemo and the feedback is like very lethargic, no energies, as if life is draining out of them, of the young man and all of those. So this was a concern for Dr. Bob Wright. And Bob Wright will tell you, people always talk about what cancer patients will eat. Nobody's talking about what cancer patients should drink. So you might take the beans, take the protein, take the recommended meal, and you turn around and you grab a bottle of Coca-Cola and others, soda drinks and the likes. What do you think you are doing? You are acidifying the body. Okay, that is not what was wanted. Now, if you read chapter 6 of this book, step 3 of the cancer diet, how restructured ionized water is saving lives. 3 properties which are found in our Kangen water are the things he talked about. Number 1, low micro clustering capability, which is the reason why some of us find ourselves going to the restroom frequently, because the detox is happening very fast. It does not bloat you. That is the amazing when people experience the Kangen water. Very strong alkalinity, no doubt, and most importantly is the low negative ORP. For some of us, I encourage you get an ORP meter so that you get to understand why this water is totally different. And I'll encourage you to read the book by Dr. Dr. Tennant, okay? What's the title of that book again? I've forgotten the title of the book, but it just has to do with your body healing itself. I'll get the title of that book now. I shared it with somebody 2 days ago. Okay, but I'm missing the title. Written by Dr. Jerry Tennant. Okay, healing is voltage. Okay, good. Healing is voltage. Yeah, I got that. Healing is voltage. Please look for the book Healing is Voltage to read. Then you understand why we check our water, we check our Kangen water, why it should be negative and what that does to your body. So Dr. Bob right here said, I believe that ionized water is a mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer, those with tumor. You've got to experience this water and see what it does for you. It is life changing. Yes, good for us. Thank you. Yes, healing is voltage. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Now, this is Dr. Shinya. I mean, most of us go to the hospital and some people go through the colonoscopy processes. This is the brain behind that. And he wrote this book, The Enzyme Factor, Diet for the Future that will prevent heart disease, cure cancer, even stopping type 2 diabetes. He's not your average doctor. He's a medical inventor, professor of surgery at the Albert Einstein College of Medicine, someone that has performed over 360,000 colonoscopy processes. He's not a beginner. This is a pro in the field. And stated in this book, the enzyme factor, how Kangen water is alkaline rich water, considered to be the very best drinking water because of its incomparable powers of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. He's written other books. Please do well to reach out, find ways, get to Amazon, wherever, get the book and read and enrich your knowledge. These are some of his works. He checks you are inflamed, you are sick. 3 months drinking Kangen water, hey, it's reverse. The body is healing itself. Remember, Kangen means back to origin. It's taking the body back to origin. Now, this it's something that happened in my team. A lady, she had this goiter issue, thyroid nodes, and she had gone to the hospital. The doctor said it was a 50-50 chance. And she said, why play that 50-50 chance? So it simply means 50% anything can go wrong. And I mean, she said, no, I don't want to go that route. And that's how she began her journey with just drinking the Kangen water. And listen to me, whether you have this condition or not, you're still going to drink water anyway. So why don't I just try this? And in the space of about six months or thereabout, or 7 months, what you see is the after effect of drinking Kangen water. I've had people call me to share 7 days testimonies of this. So we have this in diverse ways. This is chronic constipation. 45-year-old lady with breast cancer. And what do you know? 3 months drinking the water, this is the effect. Listen, does this work? Why don't we talk about this 52-year-old male with prostate? And this is a case of prostate. And 3 months drinking the water, what do you see? Things are reversing. And we've had too many testimonies when it comes to prostate. That one is just is becoming a commonplace for people to just see their prostate improve, the PSA dropping and all of that. It's amazing. Now, this is one of our partner, Mrs. Titi. She had cancer, had done 6 chemos. She was on her last days, according to the doctors. Somebody got to introduce her to the water. And I remember the first day she walked into the facility, I was there, pale looking, tired, and drank the water 24 hours, according to her story, which she said the very next day her palpitation ceased, because every night she has very terrible palpitation experience, but drank the water, saw the palpitation, vanished. And just 5 weeks down the line, her hair, because if you've done lots of chemo, you know the impact, your hair, everything was growing back. She was beginning to glow, all the patches on her skin. 4 months down the line, I was facilitated training in Lagos. She walked into the meeting, and I turned around, here she is. And I said, oh, this is the lady I was talking about. And she said, oh, I'm coming from the hospital. The doctors said they have an update for me, and I was there, and they said, what did you take? She said, what's the problem? This was somebody that was, according to them, counting days to go. And they said, from our latest result, you have no history of cancer, past, present, or future. It was just 4 months when she shared that story. Now, so from death row to no cancer, now, can that still be water? Now, why don't we share the story of Joseph, a young boy in Port Harcourt last year, who was on stage 3 cancer, and told he wasn't going to see his graduating day in school. And the daughter reached, one of the classmates, who happens to be the daughter of one of our partners who is on this call, Zainab Adamo, called the mother and said, oh, this is what is happening to my classmate. And they called me. I said, hey, get him 11.5, get him 9.5, which they sent to Joseph. Joseph refused to drink the water because the doctor said he shouldn't take anything from anybody, which again is protective. It's good. He's a teenager. Well, 2 weeks gone past, the boy was now coughing blood, thick flames of blood every day, and reached out to Zibama's daughter and said, hey, can your mother get me that water? And she called me. I said, go give him the water. I mean, she got the water, sent it to Joseph, drank it. The next day, Joseph was sending the first message, said, I don't know what has happened. I'm yet to cough out any form of blood today. I'm feeling so much energy. And 8 weeks down the line, there was a call as early as after 6 in the morning by Zainab Adamo. And I was like, what's happening? You are disturbing my prayer time. What has happened? She said, it's Joseph. What had happened to Joseph? The doctor just sent in their report that their preliminary finding is that Joseph does not have any form of cancer. Now, how do you share that story to a boy who was not supposed to see the party, the graduating party of his class? Well, as of November last year, I was in Port Harcourt. Joseph's final clinical report came, and Joseph was totally clinically free. Got his admission and turned 17, celebrating his birthday. You cannot be talking about people's health and challenges and you are talking about water. It does not make sense. The question I want to ask, even though they are sick, will they still be drinking water? Yes, they will. So why shouldn't it be Kangen water? This is why we are sharing this. You see people with diabetic, sore foot, lots of conditions. Now, some people will send me a message, so can this take care of fibroid? I said, hey, guys, Kenyan water is no drug. Kenyan water does not heal nobody on the face of the earth. All Kenyan water does is to raise your body to its premium level for your body to fight itself. The human body naturally created by God, has the enablement and capacity to fight for itself, to heal itself. But again, our acidic lifestyle is destroying the body's effectiveness to take care of itself. So all Kenyan water does is help your body return back to origin and fixes itself. It's not the water curing, it's your body fighting and healing itself. But again, the right environment needs to be created. Now, I was sharing an analogy last week, Thursday, at our Lagos meeting. Some of us are into fish farming. We have fishes, we keep commercial or private. Now, those fishes swim in water, they live in water. But have you noticed when you put your fish in acidic water, they die, which is why you've got to change your water from time to time. So the environment, bringing the water to its optimum environment can help the longevity of your fish, the health of your fish. Same thing. The water that goes into your body creates a different environment for your longevity and your health. And guess what? The best of that water is Kangen water. We see Kangen water use. I talked about the 2.5 conditions like this: eczema, skin rash, and all of those. You are seeing psoriasis. This is still, remember we said we have 5 types of water. So different type of water is used for different things, and people are seeing amazing results. This is a male nurse, 11 years with this condition, 60 days with Kangen water, drinking the water, applying the 2.5. My God, things are changing. Now, Suzanne couldn't smile with this kind of look, with this kind of face, with this kind of blemish on her face. But hey, just 8 weeks down the line, spraying the beauty water, drinking Kangen water, and what has happened? She can smile again. This is where hope comes in what we do. We give people hope that things can change. Now, if you have seen any value so far in what we've discussed, please give me a 3 in the chat. If you think what we're discussing is valuable in any way, form, or shape, give me a 3 in the chat if you are on this call and you can hear me loud and clear. What we've talked about, do you see any value? Yes, 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 so much value. So much value. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. So much value. Yes, the values are coming in. Thank you, Pastor Lushala. This is very, very valuable. Well, talking about value, I tell people that this is the best gift for your family. Interestingly, for those of us in Africa, this is on sale. Anything that has to do with your health is not an expense, it's an investment. Now, some of you have heard me say over the years, it doesn't matter how beautiful your future is, it takes your health to get there. I know tomorrow is bright. I know the future is colorful. It takes your health, the vehicle of your health, to get there. Some of us are saying amen to all the wonderful prayers being offered, churches, mosques, or whatever you believe in, that tomorrow will be great. God is going to bless you and increase you, and you are damaging the vehicle that will take you there to see that promise or receive that prayer. You've got to pay attention. So it is not an expense, it's an investment. Now let's talk about the K8 as superior crafted product. Now, remember, this product is in a class of its own. For just 6,235,000 naira, you get to experience what this product can offer. And listen, this is the cheapest in the world. Remember, the exchange rate they are using for the Nigerian market is 1,300 to a euro. Euro right now, you know, is 1,800 and above. So it simply means this is discounted. Just even the exact euro price or the dollar price, this device is going for about 6 million naira. If you have to bring it in, you're going to pay custom, you're going to pay the shipping and all of those for about 9 million plus. And now you are getting over 3 million naira waived off for you to get the K8. So somebody think, is it not expensive? Well, hold on. Let's imagine. Let's just imagine. Imagine what it will feel like for you not to renew those expensive prescription drugs. Some of us are retainership with our pharmacists, our doctors, and all of the rest of them. What do you think will happen if those things were to be taken up? Most of the drugs you're going to take them with water in a way. What happens if we put some of the drugs away and just give you the water, replace the water just with Kangen water? What about the side effect from some of the many multiple medications? Some of us are polypharmacists. You have timetables for popping in the pills. Is that the life of your dream? Obviously not. If this was to help you address that, do you think it's expensive for you to be free and not carry any pill or carry bags of drugs along with you? Let's even imagine, how will you feel if you had more energy? Those of us that are feeling a little bit lethargic, you walk a little bit, you are tired, you sleep, you wake up, you feel like going back to bed. This was my story when I began my Enagic journey. So tired, chronically fatigued. In fact, today I was just cleaning up my wardrobe and I saw because my doctor had to recommend I go for full body checkup, Afri Global. I was checking up my wardrobe and I saw all the files, full body checkup. I was looking at the results again today. And what I was chronically fatigued, very tired. And just then, that period was when I got introduced to Kangen water. I drank my first cup of Kangen water, and my energy has never been this high. I mean, keep getting better. So much energy, less pain. Or you finally get to lose that weight. What will it be like if you get to feel healthy again? Let me tell you something. If you are sick, even when people don't know, you will know internally. Once your body begins to bounce back, you will know internally. That feeling cannot be taken away. So just imagine if this is happening to you. Perhaps you might want to go for the SD501, which we currently have limited number units in the Nigerian market. And remember, once the unit they have on ground is exhausted, it will be replaced with the SD501DX. And trust me, the price for the SD501DX will be much higher. But right now, for the limited stock, which I'll find out what they have tomorrow, you can get it for 4,837,500 naira. Again, listen, try checking this in the dollar value and do the exchange. It's over 6 million naira. And you are getting it for 4 million naira. So, I mean, somebody say, can it be discounted? It's already discounted. That's why many people will prefer to come into Nigeria to buy them and take out, because they know paying in dollars or pounds or euros is more expensive. So this is actually a deal for the African market. It's a deal for the Nigerian market. Now, whether you go for the SD501 or you go for your K8, it's priceless. It's a medical device, ISO certified 13485, giving you 11.5, 2.5, 5-year warranty with over 30 years lifespan. One of a kind patented e-cleaning system because it keeps cleaning up itself. Listen, you need this device. Don't wait until something bad happens before you get to change your water. There is a loved one right now. I've been to many places that when I'm done with my meeting, somebody walks up to me and said, I wish I knew about this water 3 months ago. I wish I knew about this water 3 weeks ago. I just lost my father. I just lost my mother. I just lost my spouse. I just lost a dear friend. Don't wait. If they are still breathing, do well to reach out to them. You may not change their drugs, but at least change their water. Now, I do encourage everyone, please do not pay into anybody's personal account. You can pay straight into the company's account. And here we have it. Okay, you can reach out to the person who invited you. You can screen grab it, take a picture of this, and pay in straight into the company's account, and your product will be available. In fact, if you make your payment tonight, tomorrow morning, your machine will be available to be shipped out to you, or you go pick it up. If you're in Lagos, you can walk in there and within 30 minutes, you walk away with your machines. Now, when we began, we used to wait about 3 weeks to a month for it to come from France. And we pay the DHL 200 euros shipping. And when it lands, we pay the custom duty and all of that. All of those have been factored in and still at a much more ridiculous low rate price, right? So this is the account to pay into, and you are part of the family. Now, remember, we talk about the Enagic suites of product. We have amazing suites of product. And just like we just said, one more is coming in, which is the SD501DX. But while we are discussing all of those, we have another amazing product that came in early this year. We're talking about the M-Guard. M-Guard right now is in Nigeria. I am proud to say I am the first person from the African continent to get the M-Guard sent to him. Okay, the first M-Guard into Africa came in December 24, to me. So I've been experiencing it. I know what I'm talking about. I don't say things I don't experience. I like to experience it. Now, most persons have heard me say, I try to use my head to break the coconut, other people will come and drink the water in it. Now, you've got to experience the MGuard. We've done trainings, we have videos, we have other days for trainings where we talk about the MGuard, helping you to create harmonious spaces around the world. As I speak to you, my MGuard is just next to my laptop. It's always on. And this was officially launched February this year in Nigeria. And people are amazed. You think you are sleeping? Turn on your MGuard and understand what sanity means. The sanity, all the electromagnetic waves and all those things, the damages, the noise are being brought to the barest minimum or suppressed, okay? And I'll encourage you again, you can get your MGuard. Otherwise, get the video. I've done a couple of videos and trainings on this so that we don't spend much time on this. So it's one of our products. Add that to your list of must-have. Then we talk about our Ukon. I discovered Kangen Ukon. Ukon is the world's first turmeric wrap with Kangen water. So when I say turmeric, oh, no, I know turmeric, I take turmeric. I said, no, I'm not talking about that yellow color liquid you have in your Ever bottle. Remember when we say waterproof thing is the same thing, but when they experience Kangen water, they said, oh, it's totally different. So when we say turmeric, people say we are thinking the same thing. No, it's not the same thing. You've got to experience this Ukon turmeric. Now, turmeric Kangen Ukon, highly coveted for its ability to promote longevity. Turmeric Ukon, belonging to the ginger family of herbs, is known for its many health benefits, dating back to its inception in Southeast Asia. Now, Ukon is known to serve as natural antibiotic, anti-aging properties, improve skin condition, speeds up the healing process. I can't emphasize that speeds up the healing process. Listen, we don't make claims, but listen, if you truly want to shortcut the restoration process, add an Ukon to it. Natural antiseptic and anti-inflammatory. Ukon is serving as antibacterial, anti-tumor, lipid lowering, regenerator for liver tissue, skin disorder, detoxifier, antifungal, anti-inflammatory, anti-amyloid, anti-diabetic. It's what this thing is doing. You've got to experience it. I've been enjoying my Ukon tea practically every evening. Once I'm done with this call, trust me, before I sleep, I'm going to take 2 cups of Ukon tea. So it's amazing how this is changing our lives and adding so much value to our health. Now, let's talk about the Enagic business opportunity. Now, in the next few minutes, allow me 10 minutes, I will be showing you how you can turn your water to wine. Sorry, how you can turn your water to wealth. Now, Warren Buffett says something that I truly love. He said, whatever you like to do, you make it a hobby. Whatever the world likes to do, now you make that a business. Whatsoever the world likes to do, why don't you make that a business? Everybody drinks water. Why can't that be a business? Now, Enagic offers us 2 pathways to participate and to benefit. Firstly, you can join us as the user retail customer. So you buy your machine, you buy your Ukon, you buy your MGuard, any of our suite of products, the Anexpa and all of those, and just use it. Sing Kumbaya and get your health better, the benefits added to your health, to your family, and you are good. But secondly, if you are experiencing those things and the world around you is suffocating, why can't you be a distributor to lend an extended hand to them? You choose the option that best suits you, either as a user or a distributor. Now, retail customers enjoy the full benefits of our suite of products, which again is helping them to build their health. But you see, distributors share the product as well as the opportunity. Now, this is leading to massive residual growth and income. So permit me the next few minutes to show you our simple proven system where people are using this model to create 6- and 7-figure monthly income. We call this the Enagic marketing plan. First of all, Enagic as a business is a proven device for the mass market. Remember, anyone who drinks water is a prospect. Do we talk about the M-Guard, everyone is using laptop, everyone is having an iPad, everyone is having a phone. Some people use 3-4 phone. I mean, data says it's one person to 3.5 devices. Do you know the impact of the radiation? So our products are actually positioned for something that can scale up, because more people will gather more phones, more devices, more people will still get more thirsty and they need to drink water. It is a business you can do. Now, let's talk about this Enagic business. Number one, there's no monthly qualification. There's no stocking, there is no loading, there's no inventory. There's no monthly renewal. There is no auto ship. And so, oh, you didn't meet your auto ship for this month. We are flushing your point. We are resetting you back to zero. There's accumulative sales. It means no flushing forever. If it took you five years to sell 10 machines, you are going to get to the next rank in that time. If you want to do it in 24 hours, there is no time frame. International borderless sponsoring, which is why Monica is joining us on this call, operating between the UK and Italy. Internationally, she has teams here in Nigeria also. The market is very on top. Now, I told you, for the global market is just 3% penetration. What percentage do you think Africa has of that? What about the Nigerian market? We are yet to begin. What blew my mind here is the fact that this compensation plan has not changed in the last 31 years. Now, I woke up this morning to a chat from somebody who was telling me, what's the update? You know, everybody's looking for something new. What's the update? What is new? What can I do? I need to make some extra money. And I said, well, I don't know what is new. What I've been doing the last time you knew, since 2022 is what I'm doing. He said, you mean he's still around? I said, they are just 51 years young and they are still a long way to go. In the last 3 years, do you know how many companies have changed their compensation plan? In the last, what am I going, 3 years, 2 years, even this year, to survive, to fit in. But Enagic, what we're about to see in the last 21 years or 31 years has not been changed. That speaks longevity and stability. Now, Enagic rewards us with what we call with about 10 types of income, over 10 types of ways you are getting paid. But again, because of our time, the next 8 minutes, let's just talk on the 8A or the 8-point commission. How does that work? Now, we call it the 8-point commission structure because the Enagic system, first of all, understand is a patented plan. And for every movement of our device, they pay you directly and indirectly. So the ones you sell through you are rewarded. The ones done indirectly, you are also rewarded. Now, it's not the traditional networking model, which many of us know. Again, I tell you, there's nothing wrong with it. The binaries and the rest, there's nothing wrong. For everything, we have the good, the bad, and the ugly, right? Now, we run a direct sales model. So you come in, getting any of our devices, you have an ID. You reach out to your friends, perhaps sample the water, and people are getting testimonies. They buy their machines. Those are direct sales you're going to earn. They have their own circle of influence. They reach out to, those are what we call indirect sales. When you add up the direct sales plus the indirect sales, now that gives you group sale. I want to hold that thought. That gives you group sale. So group sale is not a sale you made single-handedly. It's a collaboration. It's a united front towards achieving a common goal collectively. Now, for every one machine that is sold, I'm using the case study of the SD501. Okay, for every one machine that is sold, Enagic reserves for the Nigerian market 2 million naira for the distributors. I mean, normally they ought to have done the advert billboard. They don't do those. So they say, okay, you know what? The money we would have spent, we are keeping out 2 million naira for every purchase made. That 2 million naira is divided into 8 parts. When you divide 2 million by 8, one unit, one part will give you 250. So it's like a pizza wheel, a pizza pie. Every pie you take is 250,000. Now the question will be, how many of these 250 can I get? That's what we'll be diving in shortly. Because if you one A rank member, you get 1 pi of it. If you're a 2A rank, you get 2 pi, 250 into 2 places. If you're a 3A, you get 250 into 3 till that 250 is exhausted. Okay? If you're following me. Now, like I said, you are rewarded both directly and indirectly. So the first person you sell a machine to or who buys a machine through you, through your ID, that is what we call a direct sale. Now you are going to earn 250,000 naira. You're not just getting 250,000 naira direct. Remember, that will also cascade down to the 8th generation until the 2 million naira is exhausted. So that's how that flows. The second person who you also sell a Kangen machine to, you are still a 1A rank member. You need to fill your first 2 slots and you are earning 250,000 naira. So you've sold 2 machines, you've made 500,000 naira. Not life changing, but hey, it's okay. It's an extra addition. By the time you sell your 3rd direct machine, I'm using the case of an SD501. If it's a K8, the value is higher. It's 325,000. So please follow me. So when you sell your 3rd device, your 3rd SD501, rather than earn 250,000, now you are earning 500,000. Okay, you are now a 2A rank, 3rd direct sale. When you have a total of 10 group sale, remember we said group sale is not your sale, it's everybody's sale under you. With your next personal sale, you activate a 3A rank and you start earning 750,000. Remember, it's not just directly, it's also cascading downward. When you have a total of 20 sales in your tribe, in your organization, you are a 4A rank, earning 1 million naira. With your next direct sale, which is like your 11th sale, you open up this chapter of earning. And when you have a 5A 50 sales in your organization, one of our team members is just 1 more sale to hitting this, and you are a 5A now earning 1,225,000 naira. Okay, 1,250,000, I beg your pardon, 1,250,000 naira per sale. And when you have a total of 100 sales in your organization, now you are a 6A rank member earning 1.5 million naira per sale. Now, let me bring this home. I like to always personalize things. So let me bring this home. Let me come to the group and see who is here. So I see a lot of beautiful people here, but I always like to, okay, so, okay, good. So I see Timothy, okay? Timothy, Ubai is, good team. That's my friend. Okay, so Tim is here. So, okay, so I see Timothy on this call. So Timothy comes in, gets his machine, gets his ID. And Timothy, interesting again, Timothy is into water, okay? So he does pool and all those things. So good. So Timothy reaches out and talks to Issei about this. And Issei buys a machine. Now, Timothy sold to Issei. So it means Issei will be 1A to Timothy, okay? And how much do you earn for 1A? 250,000. So Timothy earns 250,000. Timothy reaches out to Shade and sells another machine. That is also 1A because your first 2 sales are 1A. And how much is that again? 250,000. So Timothy has made 2 sales. Timothy has just earned for himself 500,000 naira. Timothy reaches out and sells to MM. MM is a 3rd sale. That is a 2A sale. Now that is 500,000 naira, 500,000. So Timothy has made 3 sales and Timothy has just made 1 million naira. Amazing. What Timothy does not know is that Issei reaches out to Grace, talks to Grace about the benefits of the water, how she's feeling, how the health of the father, the mother, the people around her is changing, and Issei chooses to buy. Timothy didn't sell to Grace. It was Issei that made that sale happen. Issei will earn and Timothy will still earn 250,000. Now, this is what we call leverage income. You don't need to be there. Grace reaches out to Pearl and sells a machine. Timothy will still earn 250,000. Pearl reaches out to Atos, sells a machine. Timothy will earn 250,000. It's beginning to look too good to be true because Timothy is saying, well, I don't know Grace, I don't know Pearl, I don't know Otto. And remember, this will go till the 8th generation, till the 2 million naira per sale is mobbed out. Timothy reaches out to Eno and sells another machine. Now, I told you for you to get to 3A, you needed 10 sales. The total we have here is 7, so it's not yet 10. That's a 2A sale. That's another 500,000 naira coming to Timothy. Now, what Timothy does not understand is that is a catalyst. Reaches out and sells to Ali, Abu, and Annie. Why is selling to Ali? Will earn 250,000 because it's her first sale, but Timothy will be making 500,000 naira, higher than the person that made the sale. Everybody goes through the same structure. Sells to Abu, earns 250. Timothy is earning 500,000 naira. Sells to Annie. That's the third person, but Timothy will still collect 500,000 naira. This is amazing. If you calculate the total sales, here is a total of 10. Any sale that is made directly by Timothy after the 10th sale, that opens up a 3A rank, and that is 750,000. So it simply means Timothy have just opened another stream of income of 750,000. Now, why this is going on, Annie reaches out, sells to Bob, and Timothy is still earning his 500,000. Annie sells to Ben. Annie sells to Bob. Timothy is still making 500,000 each. Bob sells to Joe. Timothy is collecting his money. Bob sells to Jack. Bob sells to John. Timothy is still earning his money. As a matter of fact, when you calculate the total sales under Eno, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 sales under Eno, and each sale is an income of 500,000. 500,000 times 10 is 5 million naira. Perhaps Timothy had bought the SD501, which was 4,837,500. What does that mean? Timothy's machine is free because Timothy has recovered that cost. And mind you, what is happening under Enoch could have been happening under could have been happening under Shade. In fact, could have been happening under a higher earning leg structure of Chooks. And it does not end there. So you can see the collaboration, the synergy where everybody is winning. This is why I call this drink and grow rich. Because you are drinking, other people are drinking, and you are getting wealthier. Now, I don't know what's in Timothy's mind. Timothy is saying, can I build this as fast as possible so that I have 20 people in my organization? Yes, once you have 20 sales in your organization, Timothy is now a 4A earner with the 21st person, 1 million naira per sale. When you have 50 sales in your organization, now you are making 1,250,000. And the day your entire tribe has a purchase that they've done, you have 100 sales and the $300,000 in value, you become a 6A. Now you're earning 1.5 million naira per machine. This is mind-blowing. The company says, apart from all the commissions you have earned for having 101 sales anywhere collectively in your organization, you are a 6A. And apart from all the commissions, we also give you 3.5 million naira as incentive. This is additional bonus for becoming a 6A rank. And you remember 2 months ago at our second year anniversary, somebody was awarded with 3.5 million naira for becoming a 6A. When you help 2 people in your organization to become 6A like you become a 6A too, and now you are rewarded with 7 million naira. Additional bonuses. Remember, these things will not happen if activities are not happening on your 1A, 2A, 3A, 4A, and all of those are still coming to you. When you help 2 people to become a 6A2 like you become a 6A2-2. And now you have been given 15 million additional bonus. When you help people to get to where you are of a -2, you go to a -3. Now this is what we call a legacy income position, where you are a -3. Apart from all the commissions you are getting from all the activities that have created sales happening, you also qualify for 30 million naira incentive bonus, one-off, and now you are also placed on 6 million naira monthly for life. 6 million naira every month. Listen, I don't know, some persons have worked for the last 30 years, 25 years. Some people are queuing for pension. How many of them are receiving 6 million naira? So let's even say I bought the machine for 5 million naira, and now I've built a team whereby I can be getting the value of I bought the machine every single month. That's just one off. I mean, that's continuously. And I'm not talking about the activities happening within the team that's giving me my commission. I'm not talking about the 30 million naira that are also given to me. This is life changing. You go to a dash 4, 60 million naira, 12 million naira monthly for life. You go to a dash 5, 120 million, 80 million naira monthly for life. You go to a dash 6, 240 million and 24 million naira monthly for life. Oh, perhaps you go to a dash 7. People are on dash 7. I don't know, Monica, if you were at Cynthia's house, because I saw the picture. I don't know whether you were there, but I guess I saw Dr. Mo, your husband, there at
Yes.
Yes, Cynthia Briganti. She's a dash 7.
She is dash 17, if I'm not wrong now.
Yes. 6
Yes.
is 7. 6 is 16 or 17 dash 7.
Yes, that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to
She's from the Philippines. She was a nurse. She went there to be a caregiver and saw this opportunity. So imagine somebody, apart from all the things she's earning, 480 million and now 48 million monthly for life. Guys, these things are happening and people like you and me are enjoying this. So how is this made possible? Simply helping people to achieve their dreams, helping people to achieve their goals. Some persons here, their goal might be, hey, I want to live in a house of my own. I want to send my children to school. I want to have a much more robust health. Whatever it is, work with the person, work with them, help them to achieve that goal. And listen, before you okay, then you have a team to work with and to support. Now, so what do we do as we bring this to a close? I will encourage you, number one, use the product. You've got to be a product of the product. Okay. I talk about the machine. I have 2 of them. I talk about the M-Guard. I'm the first in Africa to get it. I talk about the Ocon. I'm the first in Africa that I know was using. In fact, I brought it in for Taiwan and the rest. I put my money where my mouth is. If I believe in it, I get it. So use the product. As you are using the product, refer the product to others. You can gather customers. Okay, let me just get the machine. Oh, let me just get the Ocon. Oh, let me just get the M-Guard. Or maybe let me get the Annex Power. And some of them begin to see the benefit. Why not? They start building a team. This is as simple as it gets. Don't complicate it. Use the product, refer the product to others, and some of them will come back and build this business with you. So this is why we say if you change your water, you will be changing your life. I'd like to encourage you, if you're a guest on this call, please get back to the person who invited you to take a look at this. If you are watching the replay, if you are watching the video, reach out to the person who shared this video with you. And if you're on this live call, when we are done, whosoever sent you the invite to join, get back to them so they can show you how to get started with our unique premium suites of product. I like to always say that nobody was born to win. Nobody was born to win. Whether you attend winners, nobody was born to win. Nobody was born to lose either. You might have, your background might have been terrible. You don't know the story of other people. Nobody was born to win. Nobody was born to lose. You were born to choose. I've altered my life in the last 3 years because I made a decision. You were born to choose. So it's my prayer, it's my wish that you choose to join us on this quest. You choose to join us in changing your life for the better. My name is Solomon James. I want to say thank you for being a part of this. If you do have any question, I'll be taking your question for the next few minutes, or if you have any contribution. Anyone with any question, please, you can, the room is open. You can unmute yourself and you ask your, oh, beautiful. That's Yeah. Okay, good. I can see with Cynthia. Good, beautiful. So if you have any question, please unmute yourself or type into the chat and we will take your questions. Okay? Or you want to add something, we are here for the next 3 to 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Zimama. Thank you, everyone that have joined. If you have any question, you have any contribution, please, the floor is open. But while we're doing that, thank you, Madam Chichi. Amazing, super for a leader. Thank you for joining in. Christiana Kendirim, I'm glad to see you, Christiana. How are you? How's your husband? The last time we saw was at the anniversary. I'm in Lagos. Thank you for coming. Pastor Dan Formado, thank you so very much. Dr. Mike, good to see you. That's all the way from Abba. Thank you, Dr. Mike. Dr. Maru, Dr. Maru is here. Thank you very much for joining us also. You're doing a great work.
Great presentation, Solomon. Great presentation. I love you so much. I encourage everybody to follow Solomon because he's the best person I never met.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Dr. Maro. Always a delight speaking with you on the phone. And we have an agreement you are coming to Nigeria before the end of this year, right? And it still holds.
Yes, should be September or the end of August as well. We're gonna spend not less than 1 week in Nigeria.
Beautiful. Don't worry. We will prepare our African delicacies. You must taste our pepper soup, you taste amala, nkwobi, and the rest. Don't worry. You just
don't forget Nigerian jollof rice.
Nigerian, no. Ghana people go fight for that one. Leave her here. All right, we look forward to see you, Dr. Mura. Dr. Sebasi, Michael Sebasi, thank you very much, Dr. Sebasi. Thank you for joining in. That's my pastor. Good to have you joining.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah, Dr. Kaito Dofa, thank you all the way from Uyo. Madam Fumi, thank you. The two of us met in a very unusual place on Friday. I will send you the pictures, ma'am. All right. Yeah, Mr. Ishaku Wilson, all the way from Jos, thank you. Kufra Basi, thank you so very much. 6-2 Kenderim, thank you, sir, for joining. I appreciate you, sir. Again, it was good seeing you during the anniversary. Pastor Lushola Duwaye, thank you. Silvanos Dakan, thank you. Dr. T, amazing work you are doing in Jos, Abuja, Nasarawa. I don't even know where your Google map is because if I ask you right now, only God knows.
She's somewhere and her network and the place is very busy. She asked me to tell you that.
All
but
right,
it's on the.
Okay, yeah, I can see her. Yeah. Thank you so very much. Timothy, good to see you, Uncle Tim. How are you? How's my sister and the family? Okay, good. Yeah, Uncle Tizi, thank you very much. Z Mama, thank you very much. Everyone, I truly appreciate you taking time to join us on this call. Okay, somebody said Bolly and fish. Okay, wonderful presentation. Yeah, Christiana, thank you. Okay, thank you. Let's keep this meeting longer than necessary. If you do have any question, any follow-up, please do reach back to the person that invited you and they can answer the question or take you to the next phase of your inquiry and give you some clarity. Okay, thank you very much for being a part of this. Let's put this to a call. Again, be on the lookout for our next meeting. We'll let you know. God bless you. Thank you so very, very much. Bye-bye.